The dust settles. Despite taking heavy losses, the Gloomspite Gitz fled the Bone Reaper's clutch with Heshton's bones. Their prize was costly, but it may very well be worth it. Skragrott is anxiously trying to get to the Realm Gate and avoid any other unlucky encounters. The Squigs are getting harder and harder to control, and their numbers have been smashed under skeletal heels.
Move it, stupid! We needs to regroup under the blessed light of the bad moon.
The mob boings its way into the passage that splits open the mountain. As they bounce off the walls in a clumsy frenzy, a strange pink vapor is released. Moments later, a feeling of ecstasy spreads amongst the ranks, slithering through the teeth and tongues of the squigs, which salivate profusely. The drooling creatures look at their masters with mad desire in their eyes. The squig boss quickly realizes this is a trap.
Quick, get the mushroom rations!
As the grots scramble to take control of their red-skinned beasts, a soft song is heard. The sweet whispers of promise echo in the canyon, and the perfumed wind caresses the back of their heads. Up ahead, ranks after ranks of mortal Slaaneshi followers raise their banners and show their pierced tongues. Their tattoos exhibit scenes of debauchery, and their eyes pump their veins with desire. Skragrott looks concerned. This was supposed to be an easy mission. He'll have words with that moon. His thoughts are interrupted by the arrogant voice of the Lord of Hubris.
Look, pincushions! Ha 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 ha! Let's enjoy the entertainment! Bring me their scalps!
Show them no mercy.
Oh, and the magical bones, too. The battle tactic is depraved unity. The Lord of Hubris fails to activate heroic leadership. Skragrott fails to activate heroic leadership. The epitome casts overwhelming acquiescence on the Squig Hoppers, Squig Herd, and Stabbers. The epitome casts mesmerizing mirror. Be'lakor casts Mystic Shield on the Slick Blades. Be'lakor fails to cast Arcane Bolt. The Mesmerizing Mirror activates and deals 3 damage to the Squig Herd and 1 damage to the Snufflers. The Lord of Hubris activates at the double on the Painbringers and Twin Souls. The Lord of Hubris activates all-out attack on the Blizzbarb archers. The Blizzbarb archers deal a total of 18 damage to the Squig Herd. The Gitz activate the Indomitable Triumph on the Squig Herd. Slaanesh scores 5 victory points. The battle tactic is desecrate their lands. The Fungoid generates an extra command point using Mouthpiece of Mork. The Fungoid dispels the mesmerizing mirror. The Squig Herd activates herding squigs, returning all previously lost models. The Fungoid activates heroic leadership. Be'lakor activates Dark Master on the Squig Herd. The Lord of Hubris fails to activate heroic leadership. The Fungoid activates Death-Capped Mushroom and casts the Hand of Gork on the Squig Herd. Skragrott casts Mystic Shield, but it is unbound. Skragrott casts Arcane Bolt. The Squig Boss activates Mycophile's Pouch on the Boingrots. The Snufflers activate Loon-Capped Mushrooms on the Squig Hoppers for a 5+ ward save, and +1 attack on the second unit. The Lord of Hubris activates Redeploy on the Demonettes, the Painbringers, and the Epitome.
The Lord of Hubris activates Unleash Hell on the Seekers, but deal no damage. The Squig Hoppers activate All-Out Attack. The Lord of Hubris activates All-Out Defense on the Painbringers and Demonettes. Slaanesh offers a Temptation Dice and the Squig Hoppers take 3 damage. The Squig Hoppers deal 2 damage to the Painbringers. The Demonettes deal no damage to the Squig Hoppers. The Painbringers deal 2 damage to the Squig Hoppers. The Squig Hoppers activate Inspiring Presence. The Gloomspite Gitz score 5 victory points. The battle tactic is Death by 1,000 Cuts. The Lord of Hubris fails to activate Heroic Leadership. The Fungoid Shaman activates Heroic Leadership. Be'lakor casts Enfeeble Foe on the Squig Herd. Be'lakor casts Mystic Shield, but it is unbound. The Epitome fails to cast Mesmerizing Mirror. The Epitome casts Overwhelming Acquiescence on the Squig Hoppers and the Squig Herd. The Lord of Hubris activates All-Out Attack on the Blissbarb Archers and Blissbarb Seekers. The Blissbarb deals 16 damage to the Squig Herd. The Blissbarb Seekers deal 2 damage to the Squig Hoppers and 9 damage to the Squig Herd. The Blissbarb Archers deal 14 damage to the Squig Herd. The Slick Blades are selected for Euphoric Killers. The Lord of Hubris activates All-Out Attack on the Slick Blades, Demonettes, and Epitome. The Slick Blades deal 16 damage to the Squig Herd, earning 16 depravity. The Painbringers activate All-Out Defense. The Squig Hoppers deal 4 damage to the Painbringers. Slaanesh offers a temptation dice and deals 2 damage to the Squig Herd. The Squig Herd deals 1 damage to the Slick Blades. The Demonettes deal 5 damage to the Squig Hoppers. The Epitome finishes off the Squig Hoppers. The Squig Herd flees to Battleshock and deals 3 damage to the Lord of Hubris. Slaanesh scores 5 victory points. The battle tactic is an eye for an eye. The Fungoid activates Heroic Leadership. The Fungoid fails to activate Mouthpiece of Mork. The Lord of Hubris activates Heroic Recovery, healing 2 wounds. The Squig Boss activates Mycophile's Pouch on the Boingrots. Skragrott casts Mystic Shield on the Boingrots. The Fungoid casts the Hand of Gork on Skragrott. Skragrott casts Fangs of the Bad Moon and finishes off the Painbringers. The Snufflers activate Loon-capped Mushrooms on the Boingrots and Squig Hoppers for 5+ ward save. The Fungoid activates at the double on the Boingrots. The Lord of Hubris activates Redeploy on the Painbringers and Twin Souls. The Squig Hoppers activate Forward to Victory. The Lord of Hubris activates Unleash Hell on the Bliss Barb, which deals 6 damage to the Squig Hoppers. The Lord of Hubris activates All-Out Defense on the Painbringers. The Squig Hoppers activate All-Out Attack. The Squig Hoppers deal 1 damage to the Painbringers. Slaanesh offers a Temptation Dice and the Squig Hoppers take 1 damage. The Twin Souls activate All-Out Attack. The Twin Souls deal 5 damage to the Squig Hoppers. The Squig Hoppers activate Inspiring Presence. The Gloomspite Gitz score 4 victory points. The battle tactic is an eye for an eye. The Lord of Hubris activates Heroic Leadership. Skragrott activates Their Finest Hour. Be'lakor casts Enfeeble Foe on the Boingrots. Be'lakor casts Arcane Bolt, but it is unbound. The Epitome casts Mesmerizing Mirror. The Epitome casts Born of Damnation, but it is unbound. The Lord of Hubris activates at the double on the Slick Blades and the Blissbarb Seekers. The Stabas activate Redeploy. The Mesmerizing Mirror deals 3 damage to the Snufflers. The Lord of Hubris activates all-out attack on the Blissbarb Archers. The Blissbarb Archers finish off the Squig Hoppers. Skragrott activates Babbling Wand to gain all-out defense on himself. Blissbarb Archers deal 3 damage to the Skragrott and 1 damage to the Boingrots. The Blissbarb Seekers deal 1 damage to the Boingrots and no damage to Skragrott. The Demonettes activate Forward to Victory. Be'lakor activates Stomp, dealing 1 damage to the Stabas. The Slick Blades activate Euphoric Killers. The Lord of Hubris activates all-out attack on the Slick Blades and the Epitome. The Slick Blades deal 7 damage to the Boingrots. Slaanesh offers 1 temptation dice, and the Boingrots take 1 damage. The Boingrots deal 1 damage to the Painbringers, and 1 damage to the Twin Souls, and 6 damage to the Slick Blades. Skragrott activates all-out defense. The Demonettes deal 2 damage to Skragrott. Slaanesh offers a temptation dice and earns 2 depravity points. The Stabas activate all-out attack. The Stabas deal 2 damage to Be'lakor. The Epitome deals 9 damage to the Boingrots. Skragrott deals no damage to the Demonettes. Be'lakor deals 8 damage to the Stabas. The Snufflers deal 6 damage to the Demonettes. The Twin Souls deal 2 damage to the Boingrots. The Painbringers deal 1 damage to the Boingrots. The Gloomspite Gitz activate Indomitable Triumph on the starters. Slaanesh scores 4 victory points.